And a conference that's not really known for basketball, it's known for football. You hear about Georgia, you even hear about Auburn and Alabama. You got other teams like Kentucky that's in the SEC. You got was it Mississippi State that's in the SEC. You got some really good SEC teams in there. Florida, can't forget about Florida. So we all know what the SEC is when it comes to football. But this head coach is making this team known for basketball too. And this college ain't known for having good basketball teams for real. Now we know they were here. We're not talking about Georgia, but we know who my brother represents. This basketball team is not known for being very good, but this head coach has been helping this team since he got there. It's been there since 2019, and he's won two SEC championships with this team. One of his players is playing in the league right now with the New Orleans Hornets, who are not that good, but he's a shining young rookie, and he just became the rookie of the month for March. And Brandon Miller, his head coach is Nate Oates. Good old Nate. Nate has Alabama in the Final Four this year. He's never been in the Final Four. This is his very first time coaching in the Final Four, and he has just the opportunity to go and play against UConn in the Final Four. Now, will he win? I don't know, but you know, Sears, which is his one of his best players, or should I say his best player on the team, is definitely helping Alabama play very well. But Nate Oates is definitely doing his job as the head coach. Now they got to the Sweet 16 last year and got eliminated last year. We all know about the situation that happened between Brandon Miller last year with the legal situation that his name was surrounded in, even though he didn't get any charges or anything, but his name was in it. So we know about that situation with Brandon Miller. But let me tell y'all what has been so good for Nate Oates. Nate Oates, where are my notes? No, I'm not tripping. Nate Oates has a 117 to 50 and 53 record in college basketball right now. He was born October 13th in Watertown, Wisconsin. He was an assistant coach for Wisconsin Whitewater from 2000 to 2002. He was a head coach in Romulus High School. Then he became the assistant coach for Buffalo in 2013 and 2015. He took over as the head coach in 2015, all the way up until 2019 when he left and became the head coach in Alabama. His overall, his overall college record is 214 and 96. His high school record is 222 and 52. And as I told you guys before, he's the head coach of Alabama. Alabama is not known as a basketball team. This is Nick Saban town. This is Alabama Crimson Tide. Roll Tide, baby. You know, we know what they represent in football. They've Shannon Sharp has called it the Alabama Invitational when it comes to the playoff because more than likely they're almost always there. They were there again this year. They didn't win at all, but they were there this year. Nate Oates has been an awesome head coach for Alabama. And he has the opportunity to make it to the championship game. Now, whether he does it or not, I don't know. That's yet to be seen. We know how my brother feels as the UConn fan. But Tony, I think you also know that he deserves to be here.
I mean, like I said beforehand, I said it jokingly. After they they won to make it into the Final Four. Um, I think I said it to you in the chat that they had a great season. I meant that jokingly, as in what Kobe said, but I also meant that honestly, they've had a great season. Considering what he's had to deal with the last couple years with that team, um, they had a great season this year. I didn't expect from them. They were not in my Final Four. As a matter of fact, there's only one team that's there that was in my Final Four, and of course, you guys know who that is, right? I didn't expect Purdue to play like that Purdue's played. But anywho, we're talking about Nick. Nick has got the best out of this team. Now, how that's going to continue, whether it's going to continue on that, of course not. Of course not. Everyone knows that. Everyone knows that. Like they have a chance, right? I'll tell you this much. I'll give you the formula. Every game that UConn has lost this year, they've been down at halftime. Every game that they played this year, they've been down at halftime. If Alabama can get them down at halftime, then they have a chance. If they don't, and UConn is up, the game is over. Because just like Becker's turned it on in the fourth quarter, that team turns it on in the second half. And Dan Hurley has been quickly becoming one of the better college. Well, he's always been. I mean, if you look at his record, you'll see that he has had an exceptional record as a coach. This is his fourth year, consecutive years he's had a team in the NCAA tournament. Right?
Where did Dan Hurley play?
Where did he play? I don't remember. Some small school. I don't know.
Small school. Funny.
Yeah. Yeah. His brother played at another school.
Yeah, sure did.
At a school.
Bobby Hurley?
Yeah. Now, I don't know where his career would have been like had he not had that accident. But if you want to talk about a dog, that's a dog there. Right? He was a dog. Right. But anywho, yeah, this coach is he's changing. He's changing what most people see in that school at Alabama. Alabama's always been nothing but a football school. But now they got to come in there and say that they're both. The same thing that happened down in Florida. Florida was only known for football.
Yep.
Right? They were only known for football. They got a team that won back-to-back championship. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to Billy Donovan.
So he's slowly changing it. I don't think he's convinced the Tide Nation that they're a legit team. They do this again next year, they're going to have to give him a contract extension.
Yeah, I think he deserves it. He has 2 SEC titles, made the Sweet 16 and then the Final Four. So I think he deserves an extension.
Yeah, but you know how Alabama is, man. They didn't even give Saban an extension for. Hey, he had won like 4 championships.
That's true. That is true.
So I'm just saying, if he does this another year, considering the fact that it's basketball, he comes back and does it another year, then he'll earn it and they'll give it to him.
Absolutely. Well, Nate Oates, roll Tide, baby. Welcome as a dog.
You would never get that out of me, sir.
I know. That's why I said it, because I know you won't.
Never.
All right. Last.
As a matter of fact, when I die, if I die before you, I want you to put a burning flag, an Alabama flag. Just put it on top of my casket as I'm going down. You just burn it. Just let me go out happy.
Okay. I'll take a mental note of that. Last but certainly not least.
We got